I'm Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of the program. We are here this morning in Ogba. You can see everywhere is rowdy this morning, and commuters are finding it difficult to get transportation to their various destinations. The bus stop is filled this morning with people, and there is no, especially the BRT that's supposed to convey them to their various workplaces. It's not available. People have been standing for the past 1 hour, and yet there's no bus, no transportation. The Korokwe's, the little bus that are around, can only carry few people, but the main transportation is not available this morning. That's what we're experiencing here this morning in Ogba. Okay, I have my wonderful people here this morning. Mr. Chigozie, always committed, is here this morning. Mr. Matthew and other people that are coming on their way as they are here to do justice in newspaper headlines this morning. Let's move over to what we have for today, the newspaper headlines. I have with me the Daily Sun newspaper, the Daily Sun newspaper I have. I also do have the Nigerian Tribune. Let's look at what the Nigerian Tribune have this morning. Above the masthead, with VAT dispute, 11 issues on federalism resurface. With the VAT dispute, 11 issues on federalism has resurfaced. Okay, beyond the tantrums, practical ways to save the naira. Somebody is giving the solution to saving the naira, because the naira depreciates by 209% in 6 years. Naira depreciates by 209% in 6 years. Some people have predicted, I want to use the word prophesy, that in coming years naira will be 1,000 to $1. Somebody has given us saying that practical ways to save the naira. Okay, CBN defense currency with $130 billion rolls out tens of policies. CBN defense currency with $130 billion rolls out tens of policies. Kyari CEO Ararume chairs board as Buhari directs NNPC Incorporation. Kyari is CEO. Ararume chairs board as Buhari directs NNPC Incorporation. Oyetola compels COVID-19 vaccination for cabinet members, public servants. Oyetola compels COVID-19 vaccination for cabinet members, public servants. Tinkan on Delta Calabar ports collapsing. NPA raises the alarm. Tinkan on Delta Calabar ports collapsing. NPA raises the alarm. On VAT, FIRS amendment move futile, dead on arrival. FIRS amendment move futile, dead on arrival. That is from Akeredolu this morning. Obadiah Mailafia dies at 64. Former CBN, ex-CBN governor, deputy CBN governor, and also former presidential candidate in 2019 elections. Obadiah Mailafia dies at 64. Joesu suspends proposed nationwide strike, gives federal government 50-day ultimatum on new agreement. Joesu suspends proposed nationwide strike, gives federal government 15-day ultimatum on new agreement. Miyetti to meet Southeast governors over anti-open grazing. Miyetti to meet Southeast governors over anti-open grazing. The Daily Sun this morning. The same on the Sun newspaper this morning. Miyetti lobbies Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing laws. Miyetti lobbies Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing laws. 2023 presidency, Northern elders draw battle lines. 2023 presidency, Northern elders draw battle lines. Reject power shift to South. Reject power shift to South. Afenifere Ohaneze, MBF kick. Secession not solution to Nigeria's problem. Gbajabiamila, Obi, Ribado, others. Secession not solution to Nigeria's problem. Gbajabiamila, Obi, Ribado, others. Kogi, 11 bandits killed, others arrested as security closes in on Kaba. Kidnap suspects. 11 bandits killed, others arrested as security operatives closes in on Kaba. Kidnap suspects. Unila crisis visitation panel report indicted Babalaki federal government. Visitation panel reports indicted Babalaki. National Assembly plots against federal government's fresh loans. National Assembly plots against federal government's fresh loans. Lawan Gbajabiamila under pressure to halt process. Lawan Gbajabiamila under pressure to halt process of getting fresh loans. Lawmakers bemoan poor oversight, lack of transparency. Buhari directs incorporation of NMDC Limited, appoints new board. FG insincere in fight against insecurity. Lagos Archbishop. Banditry kidnapping, signs of end of time. Apostolic pastor. Famine, key to Nigeria's greatness, says Afe Babalola. Okay, that's what we have for today. Let's move over to our reviewers this morning. Mr. Chigozie, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian and esteemed viewers. It's a great time.
Okay. Nigeria has so many things happening. Every day, new information, new reports.
Exactly. Over the weekend, I was saddened by the news of the demise of Mailafia, who has been outspoken, an active person. Indeed, we lost a voice, we lost personality. This is a man who stood for the truth, who stood for the cause of the downtrodden. He has every privilege, or he have enjoyed so many privileges. That notwithstanding, he still deemed it necessary to speak against the government when the needs arises. So he's a man of truth, he's a man of integrity, and a man who, of course, believes in the cause of justice. Of course, there are rumors that probably the DSS may have hand in his death.
Because he
haven't invited him. Yes, he was invited and nobody knows what's happened. Well, whatever the condition or whatever led to his death had not been disclosed to the public, but it's still under the realm of assumption that probably something must have happened which deteriorated his health, and it's very unfortunate.
I believe this is the kind of persons we need at this point in time to speak up in Nigeria.
Well, he has done his part. He has contributed to human development. He has, of course, lent his voice to support the cause of justice, the cause of the downtrodden. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, is no more. So the responsibility falls on the living to continue this cause, and that is why we are here.
Okay, we are also doing the same thing. Miyetti lobbies Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing laws. What's your perception?
One cannot help but think. I think there is more to this than what we are seeing. How could Miyetti who are not part of the southern region, be so interested in acquiring, in taking over the ancestral home of the people? You see, of course, I know that they are the governments, they are the principal officers of this government, so they have the financial capability to lobby and to do whatever they feel will enhance their diabolic agenda. But it's very unfortunate that the southeastern governors could be playing to the gallery. Does it mean that they don't understood the position of this Miyetti who, of course, threatened most of the sitting governors? You see, who resisted or enacted anti-open grazing, or who told them to stop killing their own people. So I don't see any reason why a sensible and responsible government should
at the federal level,
have
at the state level?
At the state level, okay, should have anything to discuss with this set of people. You understood that they are terrorists personified. The antecedents in the recent past has shown clearly that these people are not kind of people that should be integrated among the society. It's very unfortunate. And whatever happens, I believe it is not just about the governors. It's the people that have the voice, because it affects the borderline of the people's safety and protection of their life and property. So it should not be a subject which the only governors should be allowed to define or dictate. So it's about the people. The people owns the land and not the governor. He was just there for an elective period, which of course his time is almost ticking. So whatever that would jeopardize the interests of the masses of the people should be vehemently resisted. But unfortunately, we have a very selfish governors, especially in that of Imo State and Ebonyi. I don't know what they are after. You see, how could they take such lobbies or compensation at the expense of the life of their own people? It's very unfortunate.
Okay, you say that Buhari is not going to be there for very long. Now the northern elders have come. They are saying that they will reject power shift to the south. That the north will not accept southern president.
They have made known their position, and they keep on re-echoing this position over time. This is just the simple truth. That is just the maxim. That the northern oligarchy will not relinquish power to the south willingly. They have perfected every plan to perpetuate themselves within the corridor of power. I think they have learned from the mistake of the of Yaradua and Jonathan era, that they never expected a Southerner to assume the position of leadership of this country. But unfortunately, they were overtaken by events and, of course, and circumstances which are beyond their control, which, of course, led to the emergence of Goodluck Jonathan as the president of the Nigerian state. They were not happy, of course, with the one tenor Jonathan served. It was just, of course, you see what played out. There were people who Jonathan gave some responsibility on trust, on the basis of trust, of course, betrayed him. Even of his own party is very unfortunate, and ever since the North are not willing, they have shown that through their words, through their body language, that they are not willing of any time soon to relinquish power to the South. But unfortunately, the southern political elites are still living in such a deception. The likes of Femi Fani-Kayode and who thought that they should borrow a leaf from what happened in the past. Awolowo was there. They promised him so many things, and which never come true.
Okay.
So it is high time the southern people begin to understand the body language of these people. They really meant what they are saying, and it won't take them any time to decide or conclude on whatever they want to do. That's why they have already planted their people in different parastatals, different positions or ministries in charge of electioneering process and even the security architecture have been overtaken by the Fulani extraction, which invariably suggests that already they are the one in control of the economy. You can see the Miyetti, who is Miyetti Allah to lobby the southeastern governor. Miyetti Allah
It's just like IPOB lobbying, not on governors.
No, you don't not compare IPOB with Miyetti. Who are Miyetti? These are minority. They have no voice.
They have no voice.
It's just unfortunate. We begin to hear about them during Buhari, during Jonathan era. There is nothing like Miyetti. They have nowhere. They are nowhere to be found. So who are they to begin to lobby? It means, of course, of recent you saw what's happened that the federal government gave them 100 billion. So they have been ripping up this country to finance that diabolic agenda. Why are they so interested in the southeast? Why they have large expanse of land that are lying fallow? You see, in the northern region, which could be converted to whatever capacity you want to establish, the cattle ranching and all that, it will be enough to take even 100 million cattle. So why are they interested in the dot nation? They describe it as a dot. So why are you so interested in that dot? Why you have the whole sphere at your disposal? It means there is something that they are not telling us, which of course is no longer hidden before the public.
You are Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, ex-governor of Anambra State and vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Peter Obi, former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, and others have said secession would not address challenges facing various ethnic or region in Nigeria.
So what we address it? That is the problem. What we address, the myriads of problems bedeviling this country. If secession would not address it, if of course the government of the day has turned down any opportunity for dialogue or renegotiation, then what next can be done to restore the fabric of our unity, which has been eroded? So these people they are just calling for attention. Look at what is happening. They not have told you that they are born to rule. With that born to rule mentality, how do you engage them? How do you engage them in negotiation to reach a compromise that will be able to be okay with the different regions? See, they have told you that by that statement, the North is categorically saying that they are not open to dialogue. They are not open to negotiation. They are not open to restructuring. They are born to rule, while others are born to be enslaved. So what else could solve the problem? That is the point of argument. If secession could not solve the problem, and you have shut the door against the negotiation, you have shut the door against restructuring, you have shut the door against reaching a compromise between the southern and northern protectorate, then what else could solve the problem? Okay, probably the barrel of gun will solve the problem. If they have closed door against negotiation, against reconsideration of certain, to balance the system, there have been unfair treatments, unfair and unjust treatment to so many regions of this country. And people are, of course, clamoring. People are asking for equity. Of course, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria recognizes and affirms that the continuity of the sovereignty of Nigeria or our union will be predicated upon justice, equity, and fairness. Okay, they say which otherwise Nigeria is not existing.
Let me read. They say what every citizen needs and cares for is level playing field, justice, equity, fairness, and good governance.
I think they are talking to their grandfathers, who probably is no more. You see, it's very unfortunate that such people. Of course, I understood they are beneficiary of this flow system, and you can understand the level of their faculty or mental alertness. The Fulani oligarchy are not willing to relinquish power, and they have made it time without number by their body language and actions and ways that we are not returning power to the south. What Jonathan enjoyed was just a window, an act of God that allowed powers to slip from the north. Now we are conscious, we are more formidable. We understand what power implies. That with power, you can turn your enemies to slaves. You can kill them and take over their ancestral home without being questioned, without being harassed. That with power, they can take over the economy of which they are doing. They can take over the wealth of the southern region at their own advantage, at the expense of the southern people, without being questioned, without being harassed. Anyone that dares to harass them, we go down it. Just like Mailafia. Nobody, of course, we are yet to unravel the circumstances surrounding his sudden death. This is a man who stood for justice. This is a man who is patriotic. Christian community have lost a voice. This is a man who stood for Christian community, who spoke on behalf of the defenseless Christians and of course Muslims as well, who are part of this victim. It's very unfortunate. You can understand. That is why, of course, the sit at home will not stop. I overheard the DO says, I am a public analyst, so irrespective of whatever may be anyone's opinion, is not binding on me. You see, the Directorate of States of the Indigenous People of Biafra, they said they have cancelled the sit at home.
Yes.
Now, you cancel sit at home to negotiate with people who said we are not open to negotiation. We are not open to dialogue. Mind you, you understood that Nnamdi Kanu remains the flag bearer of the IPOB movement, Biafran Restoration Movement, as it stands now. And invariably, I have heard several times, occasions, where the DO says, the head of Directorate of State is saying there is no vacancy, there is no vacuum in the leadership of IPOB. But invariably, that simply means that Nnamdi Kanu is still in charge of this leadership struggle, of this struggle. And if Nnamdi Kanu is suffice me to say that if Nnamdi Kanu is still in control, that invariably means that Nnamdi Kanu now is under the detention of DSS. By implication, including the DOS and the entire Biafran movement are under constraint. You see? So, and of course, being under the detention, you have no, it's just like somebody being under pits. You cannot lift yourself. You need somebody to lift you. Including the DOS, they're under the pits now. Because they are not the one taking the lead, giving instruction. They admitted that Nnamdi Kanu is still the leader. And if the leader is, you cannot ascertain the psychological or mental state of your leader. That invariably means you may not at this time decide or fathom his mental stability. So the people have taken upon themselves willingly to remain at home as a way of engaging the federal government and the state governments to bring their attention to that need, to that desire of which they are not giving up. that their people, their illustrious son is under detention. And I saw people, the likes of Oji Zokalo and his clique, dancing. What was that song again? Dancing Highway. I saw them dance. I said, what a shameful dance. Your brother is under the detention who is fighting for your cause, for the cause of your people. And you think you have time to throw such dance. It's very unfortunate. You can understand now the people, I don't mean the IPOB family, because there are sympathizers that are lovers of freedom who are sympathizing with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra as it stands now. So they have taken up the responsibility of saying no. We must observe sit at home as a way of expressing our anger, as a way of showing our bitterness with the level of cruelty, with the level of injustice that has been sustained against our own people. Of course, you understood by United Nations position about genocide that any, of course, circumstances that can expose a group of people to mental or physical torture is considered as a genocide. And unfortunately, what is happening today, where our own people are being killed, our youth are being arrested or taken to undisclosed locations, is of course a genocide. Nigeria is gone, and whosoever is supporting a country that is not willing to negotiate, that cannot give room to dialogue, that country is no longer in existence.
Okay.
We are in a state of anarchy, and it's a crime to be law abiding.
Thank you very much. Before Mr. Matthew comes in.
Yes, I'm sorry for somebody asked for my Facebook name. My Facebook name is Chigozie Ejogu. Ejogu is spelled Ejiogu. You may want to reach me on this number 0806 422 8967. I may want to repeat 0806 422 8967. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, as for Mr. Raphael has the right and opportunity to also speak if he comes this morning. So those that are asking how far about Mr. Raphael, he will speak. There's no issues. We don't have issues with Mr. Raphael. Okay, I want to read this from Obadiah Mailafia. That is 3 months to his 65th birthday. The cause of his death. I just want to read this little piece. This is from the Middle Belt Forum. Yeah, the Middle Belt Forum has bemoaned the loss of Mailafia. It dealt a deadly blow on ethnic nationalities of not only the Middle Belt but the country at large. According to the statement by National Publicity Secretary, the Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Iswa Adogo, the health issues that led to Malafia's death began on September 12th upon his arrival in Abuja from Akure, Ondo State. His wife was said to have noticed that Mailafia was not feeling well and showed signs of suffering from malaria. After 3 days of treatment without signs of improvement, he was taken to the CBN hospital, Abuja, on Friday. Not long after arrival at CBN hospital, Obadiah's wife was said to have complained about shabby treatment of her husband. I repeat, Obadiah's wife was said to have complained about shabby treatment of her husband. The statement said it took the intervention of a senior medic who immediately placed Mailafia on oxygen and admitted him. So Mailafia was later given the option of choosing 3 hospitals: Gwagwalada Hospital, National Hospital, and EHA clinics. And his wife opted for the 3rd choice. After a few hours of treatment, the EHA clinics told the wife that it was expedient to transfer the former CBN deputy governor to Gwagwalada, as the clinic was not fully equipped to handle the case. Though his wife initially opposed the decision of taking her husband to Gwagwalada, she succumbed upon assurance that nothing bad would happen to him. According to Dr. Dogo, Obadiah was transferred to Gwagwalada Hospital on Saturday and the wife was asked to pay 600,000 naira as deposit. The deceased, the man, Dr. Dogo, alleged the doctors refused. Even after the doctors declared Dr. Mailafia dead, foreign consultants who were brought into the matter through his son, who is living abroad, had directed a family member who is a medical professional with the wife of the CBN deputy governor to mount pressure on his chest for his resuscitation, and thereafter placed him on a life support, Dogo further alleged. The forum said it still awaits the actual cause of his death. However, the group praised Mailafia's dedication to the emancipation of ethnic nationalities from the clutches of oppression, adding that he was never afraid to speak the truth to power, just as he remained committed to the enthronement of justice and equity to all citizens across ethnic and religious divides. That is the cause of the information we have so far about the death of Obadiah Mailafia. I have Mr. Matthew this morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning. How was your weekend?
I will thank God.
I know you are, God is blessing you.
By the grace of God.
Okay, let's look at what is happening. Dr. Mailafia, somebody I love so much. One of the activists I know that spoke truth to power. What do you have to say about it?
It's unfortunate because as human, we do not have power over death. And when it happens, it's a reminder of every human being about the debt they owe to death. And that is a reminder that we have a supreme God who we have a responsibility to render stewardship to. So when things like this happen, it's an opportunity for personal self-appraisal to examine your life and know that it could be anybody. Then again, looking at the circumstances surrounding the death, I think it still speaks to the fact about our ill-equipped medical facilities. Because if he needed ventilator and he was not placed on ventilator, though they are yet to tell us the reason he was not given the opportunity of being placed on ventilator, perhaps there was none in that medical facility or not. But I think it still speaks to the fact that because if it's in a better society where you have all the facilities, I mean, if you were to be a better society where you have all the facilities, I don't think the family will be demanding for a ventilator, and when it is imminent that he needed to be placed under ventilator, I don't think they would have denied him of that. If ordinary human being who is not a medical practitioner who notice that the breath of an individual is no longer normal, and perhaps he complained to the doctors, and for reason best known to them, they didn't place him on ventilator, I think we should wait for the outcome of whatever we have autopsy before we can go further. But ultimately, what I do know is, as human, we have a responsibility to render stewardship to Almighty God. So when things like this happen, it should be a time of sober reflection, of personal life appraisal, to examine our lives and make amendment and reconcile ourselves back to God.
Okay, let's look at the news we have today. Our top news: Miyetti lobbies Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing laws. Let's look at who is Miyetti and who are the Southeast governors. How do they need to lobby?
I think Miyetti they are biting more than they can chew, because we all know what the antecedents of Miyetti Miyetti by standard is supposed to be an umbrella body that covers all headers. But unfortunately, we have seen instances where Fulani herdsmen have turned to menace in the society. And Miyetti is not always forthcoming in addressing it. They are not always forthcoming in calling them to order. Now that almost all the states, especially in the south and in the middle belt, are coming in unison to enact law against open grazing, they are not thinking of how to put pressure, lobby the governors to rescind that decision. However I look at it, I'm not saying the regular Fulani herdsmen who are doing their legitimate business should not do their legitimate business. But there's a law in place in Lagos, in Ekiti, in Ogun, in Enugu, in Ondo and some other places in the south, in River State and some other places in the south, that say open grazing is no longer allowed. Now the onus lie on the police to enforce that law that has a mandate of enforcing law. If you as a header or Miyetti, what they need to do now is come together under that umbrella of Miyetti or whatever cooperative. Try to raise funds. Look for people who have land. If you don't have money, approach any financial institution. Get credit facility. They have been talking about the value-added chain in cow rearing. Now this is where they have to make a proposal to any financial institution to get funds to build ranches. So that by the time they build ranches, they can now start leveraging. Who said that Fulani herdsmen cannot go to Delta, Ogun, anywhere for that matter, if they legitimately acquire land, maybe for outright sale or leasing for ranching. But the problem we have now is it is very difficult for anybody to even give out land to Fulani herdsmen because of the polarization of.
But the governors, some governors are willing.
But even if the governors are willing, the problem is the residents, the indigenes, may not be comfortable with having Fulani as their neighbor, using the Kwara scenario. But the problem is the way Mr. President is handling it is polarizing the country the more. Now, Mr. President and the federal government have a responsibility to isolate these killer herdsmen who are constituting nuisance in every strata of the society.
Not all of them are killers.
No, not you cannot profile all Fulani as bad people. But unfortunately, the bad ones have ended up allowing Nigerians to stigmatize all Fulani. And you don't blame Nigerians, because I, as an individual who is from Delta State, you are from another part of the country, you don't know who is the killer herdsman and the law-abiding herdsman. So it is still the same Fulani people who we identify the ones coming from other parts of the world with sophisticated weapons, infiltrating into their rank and causing mayhem in the society. So you don't even blame the larger society for stigmatizing the whole Fulani herdsmen, because we have a government in place who have a responsibility to police the borders. We have immigration. We have all the relevant security agencies who have the mandate to police the border. And these people coming through the border with sophisticated weapons, come into the regular society, take sovereignty of all the bushes, all the forests, start kidnapping for ransom, raping. So you don't blame Nigerians for that stigmatization. The government has a responsibility to isolate them for even the very safety of the lawful Fulani personalities, so that those one can live in peace with other people.
Someone is asking a question. He said the people in the state and the governor who has power, Joseph Nze.
Actually, the governor, the power belongs to the people in the real sense of it.
In the real sense of it.
Okay. In Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Yes, but on this particular issue, the governors are afraid of the people. I'll tell you why. The governor of Ebonyi State featured in Channels television. They asked him, "Who do you have you?" They were asking him whether he have given land. There is land to be given to Fulani herdsmen. He told them that the land belongs to the people, because they were asking him, as a governor, going by the constitution, the land in the state is under your control. You hold it in custody in trust for the people of Ebonyi State. He told the press people that in the real sense of it, that the land belongs to the people, that as he speaks, that you don't have any land of his to say this is what I have as a person. That those land they are looking at is being owned by people by way of community ownership, individual ownership. Actually, in principle, the law say the governor, because he's the one that gives certificate of occupancy. But the way this thing works, the governor hails from a particular community. So the governor cannot just walk into a community and seize vast land without the consent of the residents. So they now ask him, have you approached the residents, the indigenous of those communities for purpose of providing land for ranching. They say you have approached them and they say there is no land. So what I'm saying in essence is, even as the governor have the right to give out land, he must approach the communities, the individuals who are using that land real time.
Okay, let's leave that. Now that Aboki FX is down now, how do we know the rates, exchange rates of dollars?
You see, I think CBN is in a dilemma. Because I have a situation where even the blue change operators currently say they want to synergize with CBN to fight people who are sabotaging the economy, who are coming up with speculations that is making the value of Naira to depreciate, having that free fall. But I think what is paramount is, even as you put down that website, has the price normalized? I know it just recently they put down the website. There are other indices that determine the price. Even the blue exchange operators themselves, I think they are part of the problem in a way. Because if you want to change dollar now, your next point of call, your next thinking is blue exchange operators. And if you go to blue exchange operators, the price they will give you must be different from what is obtainable in any of the commercial banks. So the question is demand and supply now facing it? So I think the CBN need to do more than they are doing, because their intention is actually to ensure that if you remove the problem of blue change, you allow the banks to deal directly with the people who need it, that the price, they can control the price. But the way it stands now, it has gotten out of the control of even the central bank. So I think they should look inward, not just discarding the blue change operators, because the way it stands currently, they are necessary evil. So I think the CBN should find a way of co-opting them into the system and find a way of stabilizing the free fall of Naira. That's what I see.
Okay, lastly, is secession not solution to Nigeria's problem? Mailafia, Obi, Ribado, others are saying.
They are saying that is not solution to Nigerian problem. Then they should do their part, because they are in the saddle. They are in the position of authority. They have a responsibility to give us laws that will deepen democracy, that will strengthen democracy. But we are not seeing that from them. As much as we are not seeing that from them, we are going to start seeing agitation. The other time they were talking about electronic transmission of election results. What did we get from the two chambers of National Assembly? We have a situation where they brought even NCC to lie on oath, saying that Nigeria do not have what it takes to transmit the election result electronically. Here we are, we have seen Kaduna State Governor demonstrate it in real terms. The recently concluded local government election conducted in Kaduna State, the results were transmitted electronically. And we could see opposition party winning at the level of local government chairmanship, councillorship. And tell me, apart from Kaduna State, any other state in Nigeria, whether controlled by PDP or APC, where you see opposition winning election, you only saw that happen in Kaduna State because of that electronic transmission of results. That's what we needed Bajambiamila, Lawa, and the senators to give us, for them to have the moral standing to speak in this direction. For me, they don't have that moral standing to speak. Okay. Then I was looking at this battle line. They did not say that. Yeah. In fact, it is unfortunate.
No president is the South.
But what I'm telling you is, the area they needed to draw battle line is one, poverty. Secondly, out of school children. Thirdly, insecurity. Because these are the things that is ravaging the north. Look at the situation where you refuse to educate your children, and these children now become vulnerable to be radicalized. That's why you see most of members of Boko Haram, even ISWAP, are Nigerians from the northern part of the country. Go and look at indices of out-of-school children. Bauchi has the highest number. And all these children you refuse to educate will grow up tomorrow to become menace in the society. They will join Boko Haram, join banditry, join kidnapping gangs and all that. So these are areas where they need to draw battle line, not with the South, because they cannot catch up with the South. It's unfortunate they cannot catch up with the South. I served in a school in Jigawa, Taura to be precise. There was a forum where they were discussing. I stood to make a comment, and the teachers were blaming their own system of education, that they didn't embrace Western education on time. That is why the South is ahead of them. But again, however you look at it, you can use any time to start. But if you want to start, you should not be seeing some part of the country as your problem. I think that is where the North is getting it wrong.
Okay.
Then again, we always want to thank Flip TV for their magnanimity in giving everybody this platform to speak without gagging.
Yeah.
Like we keep on saying, the issue that was the reviewers were having, the media organization is working seriously to see that they resolve all the issues. I don't know whether Nikki Bliss have been able to reach you. Okay, because I've spoken with the management of the MD. He has said I should drop my number in case the man is interested in reaching the reviewers. Okay. And for purpose of emphasis, my number is 070-899-58243. Then the second number is 080-347. It's only through this medium that the world is knowing what is happening to the downtrodden in Nigeria. Otherwise, most of the renowned, what you call renowned media houses, that have been tamed, that have been gagged by the government. Okay. So we thank Flip TV. Thank you very much.
Okay, I want to investigate Mr. Highbury 10. We want to investigate you because some of the posts you put out this morning, it's a cause for concern. You said Chris Kola equals to 2 Niger, equals to 4 Niger, equals to 1 Niger. Please, I want you to explain that. On the lighter mode, I have Mr. Lucky. Good morning. I don't know the Lagos.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning, viewer. Good morning, my brothers and sisters all over the world. Sorry, don't mind my voice. It's the condition of the country.
I used to eat gravel every morning.
Yeah, for where, my brother? The way the country is now, we don't even know what will happen tomorrow. Where's the money? People are, both the rich are crying, the poor are crying. Nigeria is no more the way I'm seeing it. Because before, I was clamoring for Nigeria. Every day I come here before that Nigeria, we are number one, we are this, we are that, my brother. What I'm seeing, everybody is sick. Including the president is sick. Including everybody. I am not going to lie this morning. My own is going to be different. Everybody's sick. You are sick.
Like every Nigerian.
My brother, I'll tell you the sickness we have. The sickness is that we are dull. We are mumus. We don't talk. We allow things to generate things to spoil before we react. I don't imagine. So, my brother, things are worse in Nigeria now. I see it. I listen to people, even the rich. The common thing in Nigeria now is the rich are the one dying now. Most the rich. Once you call somebody today or yesterday, today the person is dead. So I don't know whether it's the rate of poverty or people don't see money anymore. Things are worse in Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth.
Let's look at the former CBN, Deputy CBN Governor Mailafia. He's dead, say yesterday.
For me, people say they should investigate. What are they investigating? Do you know how many poor men dying every day? Who investigated? Go to hospital now. Doctors are striking.
They say there was neglect in his treatment.
Yes. Go to general hospital. You see how doctors leave people are dying. The consultant, they don't care. The government doesn't care. So Who will investigate? That man that died is a big man, former CBN. I can say PDP, APC, big wing. So if that kind of person can die, which investigation are you going to do? What are poor people who are dying, go to hospital, who are not being treated? So who will investigate those people? My brother, he's dead, he's dead. Let's forget it. If you cannot investigate the poor people who are dying, what are you investigating?
You're not concerned about. You know, he's an activist, somebody that spoke.
My brother, the man was a PDP, one of the strong my PDP. When he was a deputy governor in CBN, was anything changed? Let me tell you something. All of them are the same. So the nemesis is catching there. That's my own take this money. I'm telling you, what are they going to investigate? Because they said in Kaduna hospital, the wife rushed it to Bagbalada hospital. Get it to that place, they delay. After the delay, the man died. But let me tell you, because those people refuse to speak the truth when they are alive.
Mailafia was one of the vocal persons that spoke the truth.
But let me tell you, that is not enough. That is not enough. The reason that there is still many who are not talking. Are you getting me? When they die, they will not say they are talking. The Northerner have become something else under Buhari, under APC. This that have not happened before. It's not happened. Strange. Even the Northerner, they are even confused. You know why? They are confused under this president. They say they are not benefits under this president. They say they are the most loser under this president. But today, instead of them to come out to speak the truth, when the Southerners speak, they counter the Southerner. So what are you talking about? When the Southerner came out to speak the truth, they counter the Southerner. But let me tell you, my brother, the Southern people are slaving, while the Northern people are master. Why? Are you listening to me? Let the whole Nigeria listen. The Southern people are slaving under the Nigeria, while the Northern people are masters. Tell me why they are masters. Why we are slaving?
Why?
We suffer, we work, hard work. I take the money to the Northerner. The Northerner will wait and receive salary without work. I'll tell you why. In Lagos, we work hard to collect VAT, tax. How many local government does Lagos have? 20. Then Kano has 44. So when that VAT, when you work hard, you took your VAT to federal government. Federal government will share, maybe when you make 20 billion, federal government will share 20 local government. But in Kano, that your money you make, they will go and share 44 or 40 local government. So we are slaving, while the Northerner are master. When it comes for appointment, the Northerner will carry first. In the Northerner, that's why you in school, when you score 280%, the Northerner who score 15 will be number one first. So that's why I say the Southerner we are slaving. But now the South people just wake up now. They just wake up. That's why you are seeing they decide say no, this VAT, please Kano, go and work your VAT. Use it to develop your place. While the Lagos work your VAT, use it to develop your place. Now the Northerner are not saying no. We are not going to agree. So something is happening. They are just waking up. That's why I say Southerner are slave, the Northerner are the masters. So now they need to correct it. Thank you.
And lastly, Miyetti lobby Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing laws. What's your take on that?
Why are they lobby? The only people that will agree with them is Omea and the use of the man. Yes. But for me, you can see if the Southerner people can agree together, work together, this measure they took now, they should follow up. That's the way of restructure the country. So that as they started for VAT, gradually they will enter resources control. Are you getting me? Let us now, I give you an example now. Where the Southerner agreed together that we are going to let the presidency to the south. Some Northerners disagree, said no. We are not sending again. I don't understand. They know why they are doing that. They want to continue power. If the Northern Southerner can agree together, I tell you that president will be shipped to south. From the south, they will agree. They will agree. The southwest have rule. The south have rule. They remain the southeast. They will agree and ship that president to southeast. But now, some governor will in the southerner we disagree because of interest. Are you getting me? To join the north. But if they can unite together, Nigeria move forward. But what we are saying is that Lobby, I pray he will not work because there is no land in the southeast. There is no land in, let's say, no land in south. If you come now, this northerner always boast that they have vast land. We are much, we are bigger, we are everything. Can they take those scouts to the north and invest and pay, use that tax to develop in their place? So let me tell you, more things going to happen under this government. Even the north, they are feeling it now. Insecurity is much in the north. Hunger is much in the north. The northern people don't go to farm again. Instead of them to cause the president in order that this man should resign, they are busy accusing the southern government. They're supposed to talk to the Buhari-led government. Now, when this southern governor speak out, the northern governor will counter them. That is by force. We must come together. But we people here are the one saying it that we are not together. But the elite now, the elite, they are not admit the elite in the south. They admit that there's a cheating, heavy cheating. And my happiness that Lagos State Governor and River State Governor took the lead. And allow, my fear is some of these southeast governors who is use of them, they will betray them. So if they can unite together, we the people from south will support the southern governor, who support them for other man protesting to back them up. Otherwise, they should not back them. Otherwise, we'll be soup. That's why I said southern people are slaves, while the northern are master. But if that case can change, with more benefit than the north. Who promised me yam? I am still expecting the yam. I maybe want to import the yam from anywhere, I don't know. Okay. But I pray the yam should come. But Nigeria, it seems the price of yam is coming down. We come down, but we come down. For where we can come down. Let me tell you, go to the northerner are the more feeling it now with the billions that Buhari collect, the low he collected and give to the farmer in the north. My brother, nothing is coming now from the north. Not are feeling it now. But my anger is that they are not channeling that anger to the president. And presidency going about duplicating that he's working. Look at a sector. These people want to kill us. They want to bury Nigeria because they have alternative. Going to abroad to go and treat himself. President is going to US now. After 4 days now, he will jump to London. Go and check himself. The man is not feeling fine. The man is dying. We then wait for the man to die before they know they will take action. The northerner, my happiness is that the southern governors are waking up. That's why I say they are slaves. If they can get up and remove that slave, I told you something. How can you generate tax? In the north, they say drinking is a sin. Drinking is a sin. In the south, drinking, we make money for drinking. Are you getting me? Okay. Now, when you make money for drinking fat, then you not take the fat money to go and give them. Not. Are you getting me? Yeah. Something is wrong somewhere. Thank God the southern governors are waking up. We, the people, need to support them. But my fear, some of these media are not doing their work. Some of these media are not doing their work. Like this issue of strike. The media is supposed to come out. Issue of poverty, issue of dying, people are dying in Nigeria. The media is supposed to come out. The media only come out when it comes for politics. Another thing I want to tell Nigeria is that this presidency of Southern Northern, my brother, I don't believe political. Before you can become a president, you must pay 20 billion. 20 billion, go and find out. Yes, now. There's no way you visit elite house. Either president for PDP or APC, any candidate.
Who are you going to pay the money to?
Number one, when you visit elite in the house, you must drop something. Organizing things, party, many things. So that's why when they get there, they forget the pop. Okay. And again, election counting is fake. By the time when you have 2 million, they will add a zero. They have got the result. So that election transmission is the best. If we are going to come together, if we are coming together, but the way Nigeria is going now, this fight between the South and Northerner, I can see the rubbish the Katsina governor is saying. So who give Lagos State audacity to collect tax and say you want to keep the tax? How many local government does he have in that place? What are they generating? My brother, this fight, we the media here, Philip TV, we are going to support the Southern governors, expose those Northerners who are cheating us. Today, the Southern governor realized that they are slaves, but today they want to change that slave to master. Thank you very much.
Yeah, IPOB sits at home has been cancelled by the DOS, but people still see it as a norm, as a culture, as a ritual, by not going out in the morning. In Anambra State, people are not going out yet. In Abakaliki, people are not going out yet, but IPOB have cancelled the sit at home. But you see, people don't really want to come out on Mondays. That's the information.
Yes, please. IPOB, I'm happy the people have taken their destiny. The people, we don't have leader, both IPOB leaders, they are not consistent, So this thing happening, I pray should happen to all Nigerians. Our leader, we don't have leaders. How can you say they should stop the thing you give them mandate? Why can't the leaders ask the federal government to release Nnamdi Kanu? Today, if they release Nnamdi Kanu today, that sit at home will stop. So now the Southeast youth, the only listing go. I'm happy, let them continue. Until the leaders of the Southeast, the governors know what to do, let them rush to Abuja and tell their master that you release Nnamdi Kanu and release Igboho for detention. Those who are killing us, they are still going about Metiala, bandit, Boko Haram. They have not arrested them. Why are you keeping Kanu in prison? So you expect them to stop. I support that sit at home.
Somebody saying it's not only Uzodinma that will betray, but Edo State governor will betray. And also they're asking why you and Raphael have not started your strike, your protest.
Yes, we want the management here to allow us. I think thank God you are here because we want to carry placard. We are going to plan it. I will all accept them, and I want other people to join me. Me and Raphael, we have agreed, but it left for the management here to give us go ahead. But without giving us go ahead, we cannot do anything here because it's going to create attention here.
If you are going to protest, it is content for us. So you can go ahead and carry on your protest.
No, we have the protest here is just live here, not outside the city. Live here because what the people who are watching, there will be more than millions. If I go out with placard, they will even stop me because all the Nigerian youth have confused. Look at them, they're my back, Algebra, football, Mayo, Jesse. Who don't know them? Our youth, oh my goodness, I cry for this youth. I cry for Nigerian youth. Okay. Look how Nigerians are dying. And all they are saying, Mayo, Chelsea, Messi, Ronaldo, who are making billions in their place. When people are dying in the hospital, doctors are striking. No footballers, no Nigerian youth protest that why the doctor still be on strike. Ikeke is there making noise. Our youth are not talking. My brother, youth, wake up. Market women, wake up. Father, wake up before this danger end.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. Good morning. I have Mr. David this morning. Just drop your number before we start. Somebody is asking your number.
This morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It's a new day, a new week, and I wish.
Mr. Lucky, how old are you? How old are you? No. How old are you?
I am 51 now.
Okay.
51.
Okay.
So I wish everyone a productive new week. So before I start, my number is 070-870-88134. Now let me recap that again. 070-870-88134.
Okay, let's continue. Miyetti allowed Lobbies Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing law. You see them succeeding. At the first place, what position do they have to even lobby?
Now I believe at first they wanted to use force. Now if they have started on this lane just to lobby, that one is even fair. But see, the issue is that you cannot always use force on people. And the land in question, is not, the land does not belong to you. Every land belongs to the state government. So why would you just come from one part of the region and say you want a land forcefully? It is what illegal. And the president that is always backing them knows this. But see, because he's a biased man, and then again he's one of the Fulani breeders as Secession.
He's their patron.
Their patron. So he will want to always please them. That is the reason. Now that they have started lobbying, I know the Southeast governor would not agree on this because they have caused
people like Umahi, people like Uzodimma.
People Uzodimma
like Edo State governor.
People like Uzodimma would agree. Uzodimma has said he would give them land willingly. He said that. He said he would. He said he will walk a way out with them so that there will not be hatred between the Fulani and the Igbo people. But I know the governor of Ebonyi State would give them land. The governor of Imo State would give them land because these are the president's loyalists. They are very loyal to the president. They don't want to go against the will.
Against being loyal to people. They are loyal to the president.
They are loyal to the president. They are loyal. I can bet you. I said Obadiah would give them land because Obadiah is very loyal to the president, and he will always play, and it is what the president tells him or what the presidency tells him to do. That is what he will do. Because the presidency have done their own part than bringing him on board to become the governor. You cannot remove the influence of the presidency as at the emergence of Hope Uzodimma. The presidency and the president have played a very vital role for him to become the governor. So now the presidency on their own have fulfilled their own campaign promises to make him the governor. And now it is land left for Hope Uzodimma to also. That is why he said last month, he said, I would give land to the federal government for open grazing, and which he has acquired. Same thing with governor of Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State governor said that Buhari is the best president, and then see, thank God that was see, thank God that come, thank God that see, Nigeria is having the president at this trying time. So it shows this body language. You should learn a lesson out of it. That see what these people would welcome this grazing bill in their state. But aside from these two governors, I don't foresee any governors that will welcome the open grazing law within the south region.
Okay, let's look at Aboki FX is down.
Forex.
Yes, Aboki, that tells us the exchange rate. So where are we now? Because if they don't tell us the exchange rate, some people are saying the federal government is deceptive, and they want to give us deceptive. All the issues around that. How do you look at?
Now, when it comes to the Forex, I think now, one, Emefiele should be sacked. Emefiele should be sacked because consistently there is the rate at which $1 to £1 is just going up and down every day. It's becoming worrisome. And now you as a producer, every materials in it that will be turned into finished goods here are always been imported, and that would also bite on every Nigerian. On Saturday, there was mosquito in my room. I wanted to go get sniper, so use it sniper just to kill the mosquito. And sniper is being sold at the rate of 500 as of last month. On getting there, sniper is now 1,500.
Wait, sniper is 1,500.
500 now. I wanted to get it on Saturday. I was like something I bought last month for the rate of 500. Now there's not even small size again. It's not the biggest size, which is 1.5. Now it's a very bad omen to our economy. And then again, let there be now if the federal government is ready to curb this issue of forex, let them scrap all this parallel market. Let everybody that is genuinely get their dollar exchange from the bank. From the bank, yes. That is it, because people no longer patronize bank. Everybody now go to the streets, on the street of Lagos, street of Nigerians, just to meet Aboki. And now again, it will have a multiple effect on our economy, because Aboki sells for what higher price compared to the bank. That is why this black market of a thing is really killing us. It's really killing us. Now, I was speaking to a friend of mine, one of my church members yesterday. He said when he traveled to South Africa, he said he took $1 here to South Africa. She was looking for Aboki on the streets of South Africa. And then one of the officials told the person, I said, are you from Nigeria? She said yes. She said, here in South Africa, there is no black market. You go to the bank and do your transaction. If you want to change your dollar, go to the bank and change your dollar. And now you can see what that is. It is not Aboki sells dollar at 600. Bank sells for like how much? For like 400. So you can see the exchange rate differs. So let Emefiele come out with the policy that now let them ban this forex. Let them ban this roadside parallel market. I know they will not ban them, because who are those fronting them? They are the senators. Those people are the ones using them, because they hide under the camera just to make use of dollars, sells dollars. These people trade on dollars on daily basis. That is why Emefiele would not want to step on their toes. But if he truly he wants to work for the interests of Nigeria, let him ban this roadside Aboki selling dollars. That will go a long way. And then again, it will make our naira strengthen, because the way it's done now, our naira is nothing to write home about. As of today now, official rate is 570 to 1 naira. 570. As of today now, what is the hope of Nigeria in the next 5 years? How are we going to consider this? So now, if dollar is 570, that means if the importer should import this clothes at that much, how much do you think this clothes would be sold, or your clothes will be sold? And then again, everything we consume here, particularly in Nigeria, is being imported. So please let Emefiele. I've said it on my Facebook post this morning. I write. So I said, if he's not competent, let him resign, or let the president fire him. The president himself is not competent. The CBN government, when it comes to monetary policy, is not competent. So let them just leave. Let us just leave. And the coordinating minister of economy, the Aboki woman too, she's just there doing nothing. I just don't know how even if the president is not competent, is incompetent. He should surround himself with those who are competent. Majority of the ministers are just not competent. And now this is a man that does not listen to offers, listen to ideas. Now you have the likes of Kingsley Magalu, Charles Soludo. Oh wow, these people who are experts and vast in terms of monetary policy. Why don't you bring them on board? Because of his ethnic biased life because their names are Igbo names. Kisley Malu is an Igbo man. Charles Soludo is an Igbo man. He's always comfortable working with them. And it's really eating hard on the economy now. It's really inflation. I've keep on saying it.
Getting things are very, very,
very expensive. Inflation is on the high side. 12 kg of the cooking gas. Now that someone used to fuel in the last 1 year, basically for like 3,000, is now 7,000, 8,000. That is 12 kg of the cooking gas. If you want to refill your gas now, it's 8,000 to 7,000. Something Nigerians fuel 2,005, 2K before. Can you imagine? And then we keep complaining. Yesterday he left the shores of the country. He went to UN. I don't know what is going there to what address them. And my question is, can those in the UN, can they ask him what is happening in your country? What solution are you Nigerians? You cannot go to the market and beat your chest. I want to get yam. Now you can buy yam for 200 naira now in the morning. When it comes to 6 p.m., that yam you bought for 200 naira now will be sold at 1,000. Don't be surprised. Here in Nigeria, it's possible. And now, the issue of inflation is that. The issue of insecurity is also threatening the country. And the North are not saying anything.
Okay. Let's look at Northern Elders draw battle line on 2023 presidency. Reject power shift to South.
Is a welcome development.
Is a welcome development.
Yes. Is a welcome. Let us continue suffering. Those who think that the Hausas are daft when it comes to politics, now the Hausas and the Fulanis are now showing their true color. The likes of Tinubu said after 4 years of Buhari, power will shift.
So, the years have not finished.
There was an agreement. There was an agreement.
We are still waiting.
And there was an agreement. And now, the Fulani elders are saying the agreement is not in the constitution. He said that is just a gentleman agreement. Yes, and which is true. I concur with that. It's a gentleman agreement because it is not in the constitution that there is nothing like rotation in the constitution that this region should do 5 years, this region should do 4 years. There's nothing like that. It was just an agreement between Tinubu and the Fulani elders because of his own personal interest. And now those people have said they will not relinquish power come 2023, and that is the truth. That is the truth. I concur to that because there is nothing like zoning in constitution. I start to be collected. What our constitutions simply say that everybody, as long as you are Nigeria, you are fit to contest, irrespective of your region, irrespective of your tribe and ethnicity. You are free. Not like Yoruba do 4 years, Hausa do 8 years, South Igbo do 4 years. Not like that. And because of one man's selfish interest, he had to connive with the North to outcast Jonathan out of office, and now hoping that the North will give him power in return. But now the reverse is the case.
Someone say David no cry for Nigeria.
No, the thing they vex me because of the interest. Because of one man interest, he has plugged the whole nation into chaos. Yes, because of his own interest. All what he planned was that for him to bring Buhari for the 8 years, and after 8 years, now Buhari will transfer power back to the south. And the northern elders are now saying there is no that what is not in the constitution, and that which is true.
Okay.
So
final thoughts.
My final talk is at this stage where Nigeria lies now, we should not be talking about electioneering period. We should rather propose solution to the issues that is killing us, the issue of insecurity, inflation, or rather that let us gradually organize the country. Let every region go their way, because if this region, if this country could no longer hold because of the rates at which killing and then unemployment and inflation thrive. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Samuel. You can call back on the line. Yeah. After this one, Mr. Samuel. Yeah, we have Mr. Samuel on the line this morning. Okay, we have people celebrating their birthdays on the 25th of September. We have Agu Teresa Ianacho, and also we have our wonderful guy, Mr. Samuel, is going to be celebrating his birthday this week. And also, as much as you can support and also help the ministries of these people. I have Mr. Raphael this morning. Good morning, Mr. Raphael.
Mr. Chukwu, good morning. Good morning, viewers. I greet all of you over there. Thank you for your cooperation and your viewership.
You're a man of the people.
Yes. You, my viewers, you are the reason why we are here. We thank you for staying tuned and stuned every morning, because we are amazing you and you are amazing us by giving us your service too. Thank you.
Let's look at Mailafia Lobbies Southeast governors to stop anti-open grazing law.
It might be possible because my Southeast governors, they have sold out. The whole meeting they had, the whole governors went to Enugu. They had meeting. I don't know whether you guys are aware there. The whole Southeastern governors were not around. It was the rest of the Southern governors that went there. They graced the meeting. My governor wasn't there. Enugu wasn't there. All of them. Imagine that kind of sellout. Let me just call it sellout. Imagine that kind of betrayal. Other governors in the South are doing meeting maybe over this FIRS VAT payment. The Southeast governors, they don't want to cooperate because they are doing eye service to Buhari. They want Buhari to give them presidency come 2023. That's why Zodima was not there.
I said that no presidency to South.
Okay, to South.
Yeah.
No, they reject the power.
Yeah.
Not rejected it. Not says votes come from them. Not is claiming to be majority. Imagine that kind of nonsense. I'm telling you, not anything census in Nigeria, they manipulate it. They not manipulated 1973 census or 72-73 census. They not manipulated 1993-94 census. They not manipulated 2004/5 census in Nigeria.
Those of our Southern leaders.
I'm telling you, they do that. Our Southern leaders, they have sold out. They always collect bribes from them. Whoever the North says stands. I'm telling you, look at Kanu generating only 2.8. Have we ever known that before? The Southern elites, political elites, would have let us know. But what do? They shift money to them. They pay their bill, everything with our own resources, from our own sweat. They pay not their salary. They don't care because their own is flowing into their accounts and pockets. They are taking care of their family. They don't care about the common money in the Southern Nigeria. But now, so look at the way the lead has been blown open. We realize now that Lagos State is generating over 60 billion and only 9 billion naira comes to Lagos State. River State, I'm telling you, River State 14.7. How much comes to River State? 4.something billion. Kano State generates 2.8 billion. 2.8 billion go to Kano State. So if you are telling me that you are more populated, you are more endowed, you have everything, you are having upper hand over the South, why are you generating only 2.8 billion? Why are you breaking bottles of beer? Over 250 bottles of beer were broken in Kano State. From where you generate what? Your revenue to pay salaries. And now you expect Lagos State to fund you when you could not allow beer to be sold in Kano State. It's just someone just drawing dagger and stab himself. I'm telling you, this war over VAT, between the federal and state, let me tell you, it has blown another can of worm. Yeah. Do you know what it indicates? It indicates that we are the one feeding Fulani oligarchy. The northern oligarchy, we are the one feeding them. And they are loading it over us that they are the majority in Nigeria. Look at what they yarn this early morning that it is the north that has the vote. That power must not shift to south. Let me tell you, come 2023, if Fulani remains on power, let Nigeria cede. They will see the meaning of what Igboho was doing. If Fulani remain in power, come 2023, they will see the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is being detained in an underground cell, DSS cell. I tell you, shame upon Southeastern governors for not grazing that important meeting they had in Enugu. Because they have sold out, they have sold their dignity, they have sold their pride. Are you listening to me? I'm telling you that Nigeria is like a car that has no engine. You keep on changing the driver instead of fixing the engine. Yes. What are you saying? Okonjo-Iweala told them this in 2011 when everybody was agitating about removal of oil subsidy. Let us save money. Let us remove oil subsidy. They clamoring against Okonjo-Iweala. Adam Ochimole insulted her. Aduaka, Attorney General of Federation then was Aduaka.
Yeah.
Aduaka molested her. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Tinubu insulted Jonathan over this subsidy, oil subsidy of 10. The reason for this is for Nigeria to save, have adequate money, so that anytime they want to pay salary, they won't go to central bank and demand for more printing of more currency. You see it now, oil subsidy removal 2011 is bouncing back on us. It's bouncing back on the country because they refuse to do the needful. Are you listening to me now? We are going to buy fuel in no distant time, 300 naira per liter.
Yeah.
I predict, I see it ahead. I'm seeing in advancement.
In some southeastern states, they are selling 300 naira.
Thank you so much. You see it and nobody should talk. That is where the resources is coming from. Our people are dying over there, buying fuel, petroleum product, this high price. It is unfair. Let me tell you, the northern oligarchy, I see you are crumbling very soon. The whole political dynasties in the north.
How?
Buhari structures, political structures have collapsed. I know you will not see it, but I see it. Let me tell you, his political career is dented for life. In no distance time, they will announce obituary the death of this current Abubakar. Are you doubting me? Because he's not the real one. Let me tell you, the political classes in the north now, let me tell you, they need to repair their tents. If politics could be like tarpaulin tents, they need something to be done because everywhere is leaking. Nobody is safe among them anymore. Security-wise, economical-wise, and social-wise, they are all down and crumbled.
Let's look at the death of former ex-CBN governor, Mailafia.
Mailafia is dead. Oh God, may his soul rest in peace. I pray for his soul to repose on the bosom of God. Anyway, all nooks and crannies of Nigeria today, they will be just weeping and talking good of him. They will tell you that all roads lead to Mailafia home. But when Mailafia was alive, nobody's going to celebrate him for the job well done. That is our common tradition in Nigeria. When you are dead, people will start saying good things about you. But when you are alive, they will not come to you to compensate you for your what? Benevolence. And general what?
Let's look at some of the things he has done.
What? Mailafia?
Yeah.
No, I can't go into detail about that. Christian Chuku, when he was a CBN governor, are you listening to me? Mailafia did good. He did well, but let me point some loopholes. I'm not going to give him 100% score. I won't score him 100%. No political person, no politician in Nigeria is 100%. They are all political racketeers. They are doing their business. Mailafia, I can never score him 75% even. When he was CBN governor, was he not among the political classes in the north that give free license to these houses everywhere to be selling dollars in the black market? How many Igbo man, how many Yoruba man, how many German can vend, are vendors of, dollar vendors on the street?
Can venture into
that business. You will never see the what? License. They cannot even give it to you. They will track you down and jail you. So Mailafia has his many vices. You understand, and shortcomings. I'm not going to score him 100%. One thing I know is that I'm being sentimental. I'm showing sympathy and emotion to the widow of Mailafia. But for me to say that Mailafia is the one that would have fixed Nigerian problem, no. It is impossible to say that any political man, any politician, any political bigot in Nigeria can fix our problem. No. Are you listening to me? Once he's dead, he is dead. And what? Life goes on. They are busy doing their businesses, making their money. They don't care for us. I don't know what to understand. I'm not to exonerate him. And I did not come here to crucify him either. He is dead. And he is dead.
Okay. Peter Obi, others are saying that secession not solution to Nigeria.
They know that secession is a solution to Nigeria. It's because of what Gbajamila, the current Speaker of House of Representatives, the money they are making. He is making money. If his salary is 200,000 naira, Gbajamila would have solicited for secession. I think you understand. It's not than tracking secession and agitation for what? Independence of Oduduwa Republic and the Jewish state of Biafra. Because of the money they are making there. But Jamila knows quite well that to borrow money is not good. Borrow. Every day borrowing. He is signing it. He is defending it in the house there. When they borrow all this money, what are they using it for? See, let me tell you, the rail that runs from Kano State to Niger, they budgeted $4.5 billion. Are you not aware? That $4.5 billion to borrow such money. Not a railway that runs from Abuja to Umuahia, nor a railway that runs from northeast Borno State to Ibadan. It's a railway that runs from here to northern Africa. They want to go there and invite more Islamists from Algeria, from Morocco, the desert rats from Niger Republic into our country, so that the war against bandits will be in their favor. Do you think we are going to win this war if we allow these mad tyrants to remain as a president and implement all his barbaric policies? I'm telling you, we are not going to remain one here until we do something about not having upper hands over Nigerian politicking.
Finally, talk about the lockdown today. IPOB council's lockdown.
I did not expect it. I did not expect it. I was thinking that they have, cancelled it. I think understand better. I am so elated, highly overwhelmed with happiness and fulfillment too, that sit at home continues in the southeast. That is the only language. That is the only language governments of Nigeria, federal government, state governments, local governments understand. Sit at home is the solution. You don't go out, protest and talking jargon to a man that is wearing AK-47 and AK-49 at you. Look at what happened last year. They mowed down many youths with blood at Lekki gates. So we are wise in the southeast. We are people from the southeast and we are so wise. We are going to use sit at home to address the political issue in the southeastern Nigeria. The operation Igbo man is passing through for over 50 years has gotten out of hand. So if we use this at home to address this issue, it is welcomed by men. And the way I'm telling you now, United Nations, EU, everybody, all the political organizations in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, I'm telling you, they are playing what? Double standard. Because what Igbo man is agitating for, what IPOB is sitting down at home, everybody knows. But why are they not just answering us so quick? Because they are playing double standard. I'm telling you that Britain, I'm not happy with Britain, nor should I be happy with what is happening in Birmingham Palace. Queen of England. Queen of England is the reason why Biafra, Yoruba, everybody has been suffering in this part of the world. They have given the power, every strength to the northern oligarchy. Because of what? Their low mentality. A man with low mentality can never reason well. Abakatafra Balawa could not have reasoned well. If he did, why was he keep on drinking tea? He pressed the cup, tea. Until the Zik say, Omo, it's okay. If you drop this cup again, no, you go fill your cup again, you go, they drink tea, they go. That is low mentality. They have small understanding, and that is British standard. Anywhere they colonize. Britain colonized India, they colonized Pakistan, they colonized Kenya, they colonized Nigeria. Instead of empowering southern Nigeria, where you have smart and intelligent people, they went to the north and empower what? Low mentality, low leveled individuals. I'm not abusing Hausa, I'm not abusing any other tribes except Fulani. Fulani is the one that is our problem here. That's why I'm telling you that we are marching towards famine, food drought. There will be no food in the next 3 years. Nigerians are going to hear.
Thank you very much.
The sound of guns from Sahel, Africa.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
If anything, the job is not developed than the north. I don't understand how we
Well, it seems we can't hear Mr. Tunaija because probably the sound is not really coming out this morning. Let's see if we can also speak to Mr. Samuel F. Young. Remember, here Nacho Teresa is celebrating her birthday 25th of September, and also 25th of September, and also Mr. Samuel F. Young also is celebrating his birthday on the 25th. What a coincidence. Wonderful people. Mrs. Ago Teresa has been supporting the reviewers here, and also Mr. Samuel has been very much instrumental to analysis on the program every day when he's available and when he's around. Let me see if he's going to speak to us this morning. He has been trying to call. And a big thank you to everyone that has also contributed this morning to what is happening in the country today. And I want to say condolences to the family of former CBN Governor Mailafia over the demise of his demise. And also a big thank you to Mr. Henry the Great. Mr. Henry the Great, thank you very much. And also a big thank you to Mrs. Evelyn. Thank you very much. I'm calling Mr. Samuel.
Bluetooth mode.
Those are patient with us. Let's try and connect if we can connect. Okay, I can get you, Mr. Mr. Efion, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Christian.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good morning. Okay, am I live? Good morning.
Yes, you are live. You are live.
Good morning, Mr. Christian. Okay, I wouldn't know if there is another speaker on ground, whichever we already am in beggar.
You are the last speaker.
Oh, okay, no problem, it's fine. Quickly, I know you've discussed about so many topic of conversation this morning.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know the one you want me to start with exactly.
Let's start with the Miyetti trying to meet with southeastern governors to drop the open grazing law.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, everybody. My name is Samuel, and looking at the subject of conversation, the question we should be asking now is the Miyetti trying to lobby the Southeast generally. On what capacity? That's the question we should be asking. Is it as a socio-political organization, or as a farmers association, or in what category do they register to start lobbying from? That's one. Then number two, looking at their antecedent over time, when people cut across different regions, including those in the north center, in the north, from the south to the north, majority of Nigerians were complaining about the actions of the Fulani headers. What was the action of Miyetti? Should they engage other Nigerians like normal citizens? Were they proactive enough to caution their followers or those they use for their ethnic cleansing and activities? Those are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Now, why is it that now when the anti-open grazing bill have been passed in almost most of the states in the south, they now wake up and start doing hypocritical movement? They should not disturb the southerners from doing what is necessary. They have more than 70%, about 70% of Nigerian land masses is located in the north. So they should go to the north and talk to their northern elites to open grazing route and bring water. Even if we have to sell water from them for river, we will sell. They will pump the water and they should use it in their grazing route and they should eat the grass. They plant grass. They can plant for them. So they should not stop playing all this childish politics and just allow people that want to live in peace to live. They should continue the killing in their region. So they should stop all this hypocrisy and double standard of trying to craft land in the name of grazing. No reasonable country in the world does grazing in 2021, also grazing in 2021. So they should go and sit down with that nonsense. We are wiser now. If the South have been foolish before, but we are telling them that the South is wise on this topic of conversation.
But some people are saying that they might succeed with the lobby.
So they've already passed it into law in some state of assembly. So they should not even bother about success. So they should not worry. No state in the southeast will pass it. The governors are only joking to see if they can deceive the president and get maybe a slot at the presidency. And later when they leave, they will still pass the anti-grazing law by another governor who should be a true Igbo man. So other one is political. They don't know what the governors are doing. They are deceptive.
Okay.
No man born of a woman can pass, give land to the Fulani as it stands now. Not even in southeast. Not even Uzodinma can try that. He's joking.
Okay, I saw your comment about Aboki FX. The site has been brought down now. Where do we go from here? Looking at the exchange rate.
When you have an illiterate president, illiterate members of the cabinet that does not know their left from their right, they are the less educated part of the country, ruling the country. The cabinet members are so daft. Intellectually, they are not sound in anything. They only know how to lie, steal, then use hypocrisy and grab land, kill. Defend what is not defendable. They don't follow the standard operation of federal system anywhere in the world. They are doing. The point still remains that the government through CPN will just tell us the rate they want dollar to be, and commercial bank will not have the dollar. So that's the hypocrisy we will find ourselves. So the point is, a country that does not produce anything, borrowing every day. Your dollar be zero, how will your currency be strong? Are you joking? Cephas and Naira is head to head now, while LCD is higher than Naira. So those are the characteristics of a failed nation that will fail in totality. So forget all these rhetorics of CPN will just be giving us fake statistics of what dollar is in theory. Then in practice, only above black market will sell it for you as 560 or 570, whichever one.
It has increased. It has even increased.
It will increase by God's grace, because the country that does not produce anything. The lazy ones in the other part of the country don't want VAT. They want to sit down so that VAT will be collected in other part and be shared to them in their own place. The point still remains that until we operate standard practice of what federal system should look like and follow fiscal federalism, you see all this jamboree we are doing. We will tell ourselves the truth. This is not how democracy works. So we are joking. This is not how federalism works anywhere in the world. We are still joking. We are practicing Nigerian or African federalism, Aboki federalism.
Okay, lastly, let's look at the Northern Elders Forum. They have drawn a line saying that they reject power shift to the south, the coming 2023 presidency.
The hypocrites of the Ojota Crusaders and those hypocrites are aligned in 2015, thinking that when they are aligned to drive away Jonathan, their problem is solved, that they will give back power to them. So you believe you not to trust a Southerner that betrayed a Southern president to give power to the same Southerner after the Southwest is the vice president of the same country. We are still joking. Now this is the truth. The Northern Elders Forum should go and sit down with his hypocritical spokesperson. What's his name? Is it Bala Mohammed, or what is that the fair one that is hypocritical and does not fight for the interests of the poor Northerners that have been ravaged with insecurity, poverty, non-education, illiteracy, ignorance, debt, high mortality rate, and so on. Every problem of this world is predominant in the north. So instead of them looking at an home-based solution whereby they can address the northern problems, they are playing hypocrisy and fighting for presidency. The North has occupied more than 60% of presidency in Nigeria, and yet they are the poorest. So even if they occupy the position by Thursday, they will still be the poorest of all. The worst is yet to come. The more they occupy the position, the worse they will become. So the Northern elders and the elders that the forum should go and sit down. They don't know their left from their right. The point still remains that the Southern hypocrites should learn. That if they are going to learn, but we are happy that they are not learning, and they should go and sit down. The point still remains. Jonathan will decamp to APC, and the North will support Jonathan because he has only 4 years. By 2027, they will return power to them. So nobody has the monopoly of hypocrisy and double standard or to align. The Southwest thought they are the only ones that know how to align in 2015. I want all the governors of South and South to decamp and enter office. So let us play the hypocrisy of 2015 to the fullest. Let the South continue with the betrayal. He started a policy of based on the fact that we want a betterment for our people. That was the reason of the alignment. Some hypocrites want to eat from the federal system, thinking that the northern man will trust him. And Jonathan was smart enough to be working for the same presidency. He has been representing Buhari and Nigeria in different delegation, peacekeeping meetings across Africa and beyond. So he played cool with Buhari, and Buhari knew that most of the things that were said against Jonathan was not true.
Okay.
So he need the power.
Okay.
So he had to play along.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. I appreciate. Dr. Good morning.
Good morning.
If it was one of my lecturers, you would say you are welcome late.
That's it.
So let's
Okay.
let's juggle it.
Yeah. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Long live IPOB. Long live ESN. Long live Saudi Bohu and the Yoruba Republic. All of them that are dragging, fighting for freedom. Long live for every one of us. Long live for our fans all over the world. Long live in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Father Yahweh, I thank thee, I praise thee, I magnify you this day. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
Let's look at Miyetti lobby Southeast governors to stop IPOB grazing.
Miyetti don't need to lobby because Southeast governors are already their servants, so they don't need to lobby Southeast governors. They are already in the hand of Miyetti. If Southeast governors said no, what they will do, Miyetti will arrange with EFCC to go after them.
Miyetti in a government setting, in the Nigerian government.
Okay, Miyetti is nothing but a business associate, a business group who registered in Nigeria Corporate Affairs Commission, known as CAC. They are nothing but like as Dangote registered his company. But this Miyetti because it was Fulani made up, and the Buhari himself is their patron. The emirs in the north are their patron. The emir of Sokoto is the chief patron, and they feel that they have the monopoly in Nigerian government. Miyetti are the one deciding what is happening in this present Nigerian government, because this Nigerian government is a government of Fulani, by the Fulani and for the Fulanis. Therefore, Miyetti have rights according to them, according to how they believe, according to how they act. They have right over everything in Nigeria. They feel and they say and they claim that Nigeria belongs to them. But now it seems that they themselves have known that water is getting above their head. Now they are trying to do their kangaroo pleading. Let me tell you one thing with a Fulani man. When a Fulani man know that he will be defeated, he came to make alliance with you. And the minute you agree in that alliance, they will hold on it. Towards the end or at any time, they feel they have opportunity, they will break that alliance and strike you in a way you can never be able to rise up again to resist them. That's their own system of living. This is why they never attack you when you are ready. They never attack you when your eye is open. They never attack you in the daytime. They will attack you and take you unaware, mostly in the night. Now they are coming to lob Southeast governor. Are they not who said that Nigeria is their own? When the Southern governors hold meeting, there will be no grazing, open grazing route in their place. Are they not the one that they claim that they are stakeholders of Nigeria? Why were they informed? Which means they are the owner of Nigeria. Now they have seen that the game is turning against them. They are trying to lobby those barbarians in Southeast, call themselves governors. They have seen that the youth in Southeast are getting upper hand. They have seen that the Biafrans say no and stand on that no. They have seen that there's something they can do. Now they start to use the same people they used to press us down, to use them to beg. Look, let me tell you, Miyetti, there's nothing you can do. You will have a right in Biafra land. Whether you call it South or you call it Southeast, As far as the Biafran enclave is concerned, Miyetti and their cattle or their goats or their sheep will never have a foot to step in Biafran land, whomsoever they lobby. The governors are not controlling us. We don't have governors. They cannot control us. What we have in East is Fulani Miyetti and workers. Governors are their workers, and they're not working for us. Therefore, we said no. If they want grazing land or route, let them release Nnamdi Kanu first. Let them give us Biafran government first. Then Biafran government will decide who will trade on Biafran land, not their employers like Uzodimma.
They are your governors, they are your leaders in the South. Recognized by the Constitution. Recognized
by the Constitution of Nigeria. But not the Constitution of Biafra. I'm not a Nigerian, I'm a Biafran. But I was forced to live in Nigeria. We Biafrans are forced to live in Nigeria. They force us to give us their workers as our governors. But we Biafrans are saying no. They cannot go and plead with the governors to come and give Biafra land to them. Land belongs to Biafra, not to Nigeria. Let them go to Nigeria and occupy Nigerian land, not Biafra land.
Okay. Finally.
Are you okay?
Finally.
Now, finally, I am still telling Biafrans, whether IPOB or no IPOB, I'm still telling Biafrans, never reach any compromise with the Nigerian government. Never reach any agreement with the Fulani. Hausas reach agreement with the Fulani. They use Hausas against Hausas and destroy Hausa. Now they're ruling Hausa. They're taking over Hausa. Hausa don't have any mouth again. What they will do now? What they're saying, Hausa Fulani. Now they're not more saying Hausa Fulani. They're saying Fulani. So my people, wherever you are, hear my voice. Never reach any agreement with Nigerian government. They reach agreement with Ojuku in Aburi Accord. They came and fell Aburi Accord. They reach agreement with Awolowo. They deceive Awolowo. Awolowo join hand and fight us. Now they battle Yoruba. They reach agreement with the people of yesterday, 2015. Are you sure they're going to give Yoruba the presidency in 2023? They reach agreement to the Zik. Zik destroyed Biafra at the first time when Ojuku take agreement. Where is Zik? Do they give him the presidency? Eh? So don't reach agreement with them. They don't have to break agreement. They accord to breakers. They never stand on their word at the end. Okay, look at Midubet that helped them to fight the civil war. Midubet to carry the civil war. Civil war was led by Midubet, fought by Midubet, do by Midubet, everything by Midubet. Now where is Midubet? Okay. Where is Gowan? Okay. Where is the one Danjuma? I don't know the people that massacred every coup in Nigeria that is successful. Planning will take over and enjoy that coup. But any coup that is failure, Midubet will go. They will massacre Midubet. So my people, Biafrans, never reach any agreement with them than to release Nnamdi Kanu, than to Biafra to go. That's the only thing. On Biafra we stand. On Nigeria, no. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live IPOB. Omo Biafra. Onara hakwanora. Onye ndị Republic bụ na nche mgbe niile. Omo Biafra. Onara hakwanora. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God will bring you alive, safe, and we leave Biafra to our own destination. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen and amen.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you have come to the end of bystanders at the newsstand this morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Atunda. I'm very sorry. The call when you called, the call was just shaky. Tomorrow we'll have another time to call again. Thank you very much, all those that have spoken this morning on the program. Big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Sadiq. Mr. Femi went to see his parents because of some issues. The man behind the camera, Mr. Sagi. Big thank you, Mr. Sadiq. A wonderful guy. I'm Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the newsstands. If you want to reach me on my Facebook, Christian Chuku on Facebook, and also on our platform Facebook, we have E247 where we have more updates and more information. Instagram, Flip TV NG. Get there and also get more exciting programs we have here in Nigeria. Thank you. Bye for now. Till tomorrow. By the grace of God.